All right, so I had some new wheels put on, and you can see here that I have a stud that broke off, and I messed around with this last night, and I couldn't get that to back out, and I'll explain why. But first, let's get this thing up in the air. All right. And my front tires are chopped, so don't have anything to worry about there. Whoa, that's on there tight. Apparently I monkeyed that on there tighter than I thought last night. There we go. Those free. I had some old nasty bead locks on here. Well, they were fake bead locks, which didn't help. And they retained mud and water, and they were all rusty. They are pretty disgusting looking, so. Wanted to get some new wheels. Okay. Let's see if this comes right back off. Nope. Tap on that one that I'm going to extract. So now, I don't know if you'll be able to see this. These are not your typical stud. I went to the car parts store thinking that, let me get this threaded out here. Thinking it was one of these. Well, it's not. It's an actual bolt. So, 1/2 by 20. Ace Hardware had exactly what I needed. But I fought this and fought this and fought this yesterday, and I couldn't get it off of there. So, figured we'd make a video. I dicked around with this for 3 hours yesterday. Didn't have the right size wrench. You'd think it's a 3/4, but when you put a 3/4 on one that I'm not going to take out, look at how much that moves. So I think 19's the same. Let's double check that. Yeah, 19 3/4 are the same. That's what I thought. So 18. This is an 18 metric, and it won't go on there either. So this is the brain fuck of a problem that I've had yesterday, because an 18 won't slide on. It's like 18.5. So I guess I'll go back to my original plan and we'll try and jam a couple of nuts on there and see if I can spin that out. If not, we'll bust out the Hobart. I got it out just in case. Come on, baby. It's not wanting to cooperate. This has been highly agitating. There we go. Almost had it. See if I can get this on there and I'll start the video back up. All right, still no luck getting that nut on there. Try and sand this down a tiny little bit, see if I can get it started. Doesn't look like it, not quite yet. Go a little more. So the threads are all jacked up on this. Let's try that. Nope, close. Damn close. I don't have a thread chaser. It is dang close. Almost got her. I don't want to cut this down too much further. Let's see if you can see that. I think you can. It's going on there crooked, but if I could just get it to start. There we go. Is it going on? It's thinking about it. Oh yeah, we're going on now. Big grade 8 bastards. What I was going to try to do, I should probably hit it with that penetrating oil. Let me find that. Alright. Let's see, I got some spare cardboard over here. Jeeps, man. Just expect every problem. Get that to kind of start soaking. What I'm hoping is I can get that on there. There, it's starting to bite. And I can just keep twisting. I have a second nut in the bag or somewhere, wherever the hell it went, right there. If I need to jam a couple on there. It might take the impact to get that baby off of there. Hit her again. Whoops. The old liquid wrench. So, let's see if I can spin this the other way. Yep. Okay. That is all foobar. I don't know what putting a second nut on there is going to do anything, but nope. So, since it's not coming off already, have to back that out of there. I want to back it off to where I don't have much to grind on, so I can just pop this right back off of here after I weld it on there. So, since that didn't work, we'll hit it again, let it set, wipe all the oil off, and hit it with the welder. All right, so I've got my ground on another stud here. I've got just enough sticking out that I can grind it back off, so I can actually pop this off of here once it starts to come free. We're rocking the Hobart 140, voltage level 4, wire speed 3. It works pretty good for other stuff I've done on the Jeep. Let's see if we can tack this on here. Just running flux core. The Jeep's got CO2 on board, which is nice, but I don't need that today. Burn off some of the penetrating oil there. I expected that. Let's just make sure that actually is on there good. Yeah, it is. Okay. We'll let that cool down. Yeah, it looks pretty good. We'll let that cool down and see what happens. Okay, the weld broke on me the first time because it was just a couple little beads. So this time I really put it on there. And I can still get the socket on, so we'll let this cool back down again and see what happens. Alright, we put a lot of weld on there this time. I've been hitting it with penetrating oil. Just trying to kind of keep the mess to a minimum, but probably need a dead blow hammer, but the weld is holding. Might have to sipe this baby. I got a pipe in the... That's good, because the first time I welded it, it snapped right off. We'll just hit her again. This has been extremely frustrating. I don't have a appropriate hammer for that, but I've got a pipe. All right, this pipe's a little excessive. It's only 5 feet long. If this doesn't do it, I felt it move. Now the question is, did I break the weld? Nope. Oh, yes. Ah, you bitch. You frickin' whore. And it's spinning free as frickin' could be. Ah, you stupid bitch. Alright, let's just work that around in there and get that liquid wrench. Oh yeah, that's just... You can spin that off by hand, man. Holy crap. let's clean some of this up, get the grinder back out, get that weld off of there. Okay, I've decided instead of grinding the weld off, I'm going to try and just cut the bolt head off, and maybe something like this or back in here. I'm assuming you can see that. Just to speed the process up. So. Not quite enough. I don't think that's going to do what I want. I think we're going to have to cut the whole thing off instead. Which I should be able to do with this blade, I believe. Don't think I need a new one. There we go, baby. We'll let all that cool down. That sucker is hot. And let's see if we can get a 3/4 in there and spin that baby out. So a 3/4 is good enough now that this is loose. It wasn't having it before. There we go, coming up on the end of the thread where I cut it. See if the box, nope, the box end won't work. Do the open. Oh, come on, you little bitch. Whoop, missed it on that one. Almost there. There it goes. You little whore. All right. This Jeep's got a locker, Detroit locker. I think, yeah, it is this way. If you, I want to say spin forward. It won't spin backwards, but it'll, if you can get it to let go, it'll spin forward. I just don't want to ruin the threads here. Let's pop this other nut on there that I bought. There we go. Come on, baby. Well, it was letting go yesterday. I don't think I can get that bolt in there without that thing slid over a little bit. Let's see here. Yep. Just wanted to make sure that tire chock was going to hold. There we go. Now, I'm losing my mind. There it is. This is some kind of aftermarket axle. I don't know if it's chromoly or what. It doesn't have much on it. But, oh, come on now. Yeah. I need to hold my tongue just right. There it goes. Maybe. Let's run it through there and chase those. Something might be stopping me. Oh yeah. Maybe when I backed that other one out, I messed up the thread just a tiny little bit or something. Just kind of chase those a little bit. Yeah, that looks like that's all it was. There's a little bit of junk in the hole too. Run that back in there. Chaser just a tiny bit more. This is a workout. I've got an impact, I just didn't want to use it. I'm going to stop the video for a minute. Alright, I just worked that back and forth in there a few times, kind of chased those threads. So, now we'll see if we can get that baby started. Yep, alright, good. But, you little, where's my 3/4 at? There it is. Just being a little pain in the ass, that's for sure. This is gonna be a slow, tedious process of a half a turn every time. I was tempted to pull the axle shaft out, but as you can see, there's no holes to access the bolts that are in there. And I really don't want to take all the brakes and stuff back off of here. That was a pain in the ass the last time I did it. Learned a lot about vehicles working on this thing. Super easy to work on, super agitating. And I mean super agitating. Alright. Stop this again until we get this bolt in there. Okay, I have finally got this in there far enough after about 5 minutes of 1/4 turns to where you can get the box end of the wrench on there. Whoever decided that using real bolts instead of studs in here is a fucking idiot. Should be drug out in the street and shot. It's running in there just fine. But I think you could have been done a half an hour ago if you were using a stud. I put the Jeep back in gear so I could wrench on this. There's a Detroit locker in the rear end, and since the other tire is on the ground, the locker won't let this spin, which is nice. I think we got her. We got her. Yep, she's tight. There we go. Let's make sure that this, wipe all these weird little metal shavings off. Just make sure that this nut will just go right on there. It should. Yes, indeedy. A little tough spot right there. We'll chase this just so I don't damage the lug nuts. They're a lot softer. There's the bad spot right there. Yep. Just chase it all the way down just to be sure. There we go. Okay, I can freely spin it. Looks like I chased all the shit out of it. Yep, good deal. Beautiful. I'm assuming you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. I think we'll, since I got my, where's it at? Here it is. Just kind of hit these other ones real quick. There's a little bit of crap on them from who knows what. Just get in there and take some of that off of there. Much better. I think that's just brake dust and grease and stuff. The old wheels went almost all the way down. These new ones, much better. Wipe some of this off, make sure there's no grease on the pads. Looks like the pads are dry. Yes, they are. I didn't hit them with any PB. So, there you go. There's a extremely frustrating. I farted around with this for 3 hours yesterday until I realized it wasn't. It's not 18. Wipe the wrench off. Look at that. It's not 18. Okay. And 19 3/4, I believe, are identical. It might be a 19, but I was spinning it off of there. Yeah, okay, 3/4 a tad bigger. I was putting so much torque on that I was spreading the wrench, the mouth there, and you can see I was rounding that off, and that was just with an open-end wrench. So weld the nut on there, spin that baby back off. Let's throw the brake drum back on there. That was, this is a brand new brake drum too, and that was on there so tight. I was beating on it so hard that I popped the balance weight off of there, and I had to tack weld that back on too. You can see that. It's been quite the chore. Anyway, I got stud replaced. Let's get the tire on there. Get this thing back in service. Oh, my jack bled off a little bit. There we go. Much better. And yet again, I'm not holding my tongue right, I think. Wipe all the chunks out of there. There we go. There's the stud. Here's my new stud. There. Haha! Look at that. Nice shiny grade 8 bolt. start with the new one. Oh yeah. Smooth as butter. Smooth as butter on all these. Running that little wire brush on them was a good idea. There's my 19. Forgot to grab the torque wrench. I'll have to make sure I do that. I don't remember what you're supposed to torque these to. I'll have to look in the book. It's been a while since I've had to take these off. We'll snug them for now. I think it's 90 or 100, but I left the torque wrench at the office, at the shop, I mean. Those are all really loose yet. I'm not hardly putting any monkey on those. That one's tight. That one's tight. That one's a little loose. That one's tight. Already did that one, but we'll do it again. Just keep going around. Tight. Just for comparison, we'll check the ones the tire shop did. Yep, well, those are tighter than I'm making them. Might have to retorque those. That feels like well over 120. Yep. I guess we'll go here more because I think they impacted those babies on there. Okay. Now they're not moving anymore. Not sure about those. They spin, but maybe they're supposed to. Anyway, there is replacing a broken wheel stud on a 99 Wrangler Sahara. What time is it? Whoops. 9:46. So last night I started on this at 4 o'clock. I gave up at 6:30. This morning I started rounding up tools that I actually could use and need at 8:30, and it's basically 10. So took me 4 damn hours to get this wheel stud swapped out. Ay, ay, ay. All right, we'll catch you all later.